Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host, and today we're diving into 1776 by David McCullough. This riveting historical narrative focuses on the events of the American Revolutionary War, particularly the pivotal year of 1776, which saw the Declaration of Independence and the struggle of George Washington and his army to defend the cause of liberty. McCullough brings history to life, offering a detailed account of the challenges, victories, and losses that defined America's fight for independence. Let's explore the key moments of this extraordinary year, so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. 1776 opens with a dramatic and often sobering portrayal of the state of the American forces. McCullough doesn't sugarcoat the early struggles of the Continental Army, which was underfunded, poorly trained, and faced significant internal dissent. At the same time, he provides a balanced depiction of George Washington as a leader. Washington is portrayed not as an infallible hero, but as a determined, thoughtful man who had to learn quickly on the job, enduring many mistakes and hardships along the way. McCullough highlights Washington's leadership style, his resilience, and his ability to inspire loyalty despite the bleak circumstances the Army faced in the early stages of the war. The book takes us through the Battle of Boston, one of the first major successes for the American forces, where Washington's tactical maneuvers helped push the British out of the city. However, McCullough also explores the numerous setbacks that followed. The failed invasion of Canada and the disastrous defeats in New York made it clear just how outmatched the American army was by the superior British forces. McCullough vividly captures the sense of despair that pervaded the Continental Army during these difficult months, showing just how fragile the American cause seemed at times. Amid the military defeats, the political situation was just as fraught. McCullough delves into the Continental Congress's internal debates over independence, highlighting the courage and resolve of figures like John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, who pushed for the Declaration of Independence in July 1776. McCullough expertly weaves together the military and political struggles, showing how interconnected the fight on the battlefield was with the fight in the halls of Congress. One of the most compelling aspects of 1776 is McCullough's attention to the British side of the conflict. He doesn't simply paint the British as villains. Rather, he provides a nuanced look at the decisions and personalities on their side, particularly General William Howe, the British commander. Howe is depicted as a talented military leader, but one who often hesitated to deliver the final blow to the struggling American forces, allowing Washington and his army to live to fight another day. This complexity adds depth to the story, showing that the war was not simply a matter of good versus evil, but a complicated and often unclear conflict. McCullough also sheds light on the ordinary soldiers who fought in the war, both American and British. Through diaries, letters, and first-hand accounts, he provides a sense of what life was like for the common soldiers, their fears, their hardships, and their reasons for fighting. These personal stories make the history feel immediate and real, giving readers a glimpse into the human side of the Revolutionary War. The turning point in the narrative comes toward the end of the year, with Washington's daring and now legendary crossing of the Delaware River on Christmas night, 1776. This surprise attack on the Hessian forces at Trenton was a pivotal moment in the war, revitalizing the American cause and boosting morale after a series of devastating losses. McCullough describes the event in vivid detail, capturing the tension, the freezing conditions, and the incredible determination of Washington and his men. This victory, followed by another at Princeton, helped shift the momentum in favor of the American forces and proved that the Continental Army could indeed stand up to the might of the British Empire. In 1776, McCullough provides more than just a military history. He paints a broad portrait of a young nation struggling to define itself against overwhelming odds. The book is filled with rich character studies of the key players on both sides of the conflict, offering readers a deep understanding of the human elements that shaped this pivotal year. McCullough's storytelling brings out the drama, courage, and uncertainty of the American Revolution in a way that makes history accessible and engaging for all readers. In summary, 1776 by David McCullough is a masterful account of one of the most important years in American history. It captures the desperation, determination, and eventual triumph of a fledgling nation fighting for its freedom. Through vivid descriptions and detailed character portrayals, McCullough reminds us of the human struggles behind the grand events of history, making the American Revolution feel as real and relevant today as it was in 1776. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.